Welcome everyone, Christine here with a quick discussion about Homeworld 3 and one of the most impressive things that this game does. It's not the story, it's not the gameplay, it's not the visuals, although certainly the visuals and other aspects of the game are absolutely impressive, but rather what has really blown me away are the loading times. It may seem like a small thing, but when you're playing a lot of games, especially if you're playing games where you're just constantly repeating campaigns, or you're doing this for a job, it does get tiring getting stuck in loading screens. Well, let's take a look at how long it takes me to load into a mission in Homeworld 3. I'm gonna select the Lighthouse mission, and let's just begin it over here. I do have a good computer, but not necessarily the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. 5 seconds to get into the mission. Now granted, you do have this hidden to an extent by the fact that you're loading into a cutscene and then that loads into the mission itself. But the mission is clearly loaded in like 5-10 seconds. That is incredible. And then you consider the fact that over here you're seeing the environment, you're seeing the locations, you're seeing the ships that you have and also the ships that the enemy have in a couple of seconds. It is a bit annoying that you do have like these mission briefings when you do start something, but these are pretty brief for the most part, not all of them. But of course, this is a new mission, there's certainly some trickery that they're using. But what if we load into an existing mission and an existing battle over here? So this is a mission right after that, the Naraka Gate. And there are quite a few units. The point that I'm loading is not necessarily going to be that significant, so we go through this loading screen, the animation plays once, so about 5 seconds per each animation, and then 10 seconds or so, we're in the middle of a freaking massive battle involving dozens, if not hundreds of units, mines, turrets, you name it. By the way, I'm gonna lose this mission most likely, well, it's not necessarily going to go my way, I'm gonna run out of resource in the long run in this. But regardless of which save I use, regardless of, okay, like let's say, you know, I want to load up the Lighthouse mission, the mission I just showed you over there. Again, we see the logo flash of Homeworld 3, we see it once, and then just once, that's it. Like, it takes twice for a massive battle, it might take 3 times for a really massive battle, but that is it. Like, genuinely, that is it. Like, let's go for another one. Maybe there is a massive battle over here as well. So once, twice, and then bam, into the mission right here for this one. Let's see if we can go let's try this again. You know, just see what's gonna happen right here. So logo flashes once, so 5 seconds, and then logo flashes twice. Okay, we're in. And this is where we already have quite a few enemies on the battlefield. Like, we're seeing a decent sized fleet. We're actually seeing, like, this is a pretty large fleet of frigates that's heading my way. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff right there. And I do very much appreciate it. Again, it might seem like a small thing, but it genuinely adds up. Like, imagine, you know, you just want to quit something or you want to close the game for whatever reason. Well, you can restart it very, very easily and get back into stuff in here. Like, you know, this is literally the second mission of the campaign. Flashing once, and, you know, less than 10 seconds, we're in the mission. I haven't seen a single mission that I would start where it took more than 10 seconds out of the campaign. And I've played half the campaign at this point. I could have finished it all. But that is incredible. Like, in the most genuine sense, that is freaking incredible. So, like, let's start this mission, right? Like, logo flashes once, not a problem. Then we get it again, or almost, and we start the mission. And we know that we loaded the mission itself because, you know, I just literally skipped that cinematic, and that is it. Like, we got the fleet jumping in. I really wonder how they've done it, because I've seen games with good loading times. I don't think I've seen a game with this level of detail, because there's a lot of detail here in this game. that was able to do something like this. So I really wonder what technology they were doing here. I also wonder if the fact that this game uses Denuvo, because it does use Denuvo, if that's affecting things in any way in terms of performance, because I really wonder about it. Because the actual FPS is not particularly great, though I admit my CPU is like 4 years old, 4.5 years old at this point. So that's a bit of a problem for me. If I upgrade it, I imagine this game would run much better. This is on fairly high settings, by the way. So just keep that particular aspect in mind. Okay, that's all I had to say. Costin signing out. Stay tuned for more. But yeah, like, you can criticize this game for a lot. Believe me, I will. But this, like, this is a genuine, like, this, you look at this and say, wow. Wow, genuinely.